This is actually insane. A 23-year-old woman faked her entire pregnancy using a prosthetic baby bump, faking ultrasound scans, and even using a mechanical silicone baby to deceive her friends and family after giving birth. Bro, somehow she even convinced the baby's father.
Wow.
How? Now, pretending to be pregnant was the easy part. In public, she'd always wear a prosthetic, and online, she would post ultrasound scans and even come up with convincing details, like some of the tests showed that her baby had a heart defect. She had a gender reveal, a baby shower, and her loved ones turned up with expensive gifts like prams and a car seat. But when it came time to actually give birth, a little more tricky, but she was way too far to go back now. So she locked in. She gave birth completely alone, so brave, and then began posting pictures of her newborn, which turned out to be a hyper-realistic reborn doll, which, for anyone who doesn't know, these dolls can move, have facial expressions, and even pee and poo, and are often used as a form of therapy for those struggling with infant loss, dementia, or infertility. But they can set you back hundreds, if not thousands. However, eventually her family started suspecting that someone was sus. They never heard the child cry, they weren't allowed to touch it, and at this point, realizing that she'd have to freaking adopt a child, send it off to college if you wanted to continue this shit, she decided to call it a day by telling her boyfriend, the father, that the child died. Glad she let him down gently. But by that point, it was too late, and it all came out when her mother reportedly discovered the baby doll in her bedroom. Now, she has since apologized, saying, "You didn't deserve to be lied to like that. None of you did. Everyone who came to the gender reveal, all the people who gave me gifts or support. I just didn't know how to stop once I started. And to everyone I made look bad along the way, the dad and his family especially, I'm sorry."
That young lady needs some mental help and support. Like, you're not going to get better without help and support. Hey you guys, welcome back to another CZ React, where you have to find weird, crazy, and interesting and question everything. Real or fake, you guys decide, let me know, leave it in the comments because I will meet you there after the video. I did get my email address up and going. I know in April I took it down just because I was just, you know, getting really more confident with the channel and didn't want to become overwhelmed if video suggestions came in and I wasn't quite there yet. So the email is up. If you have something you'd like to submit that you want me to react to, email it in for you. Or if you want to do a surprise shout out, we have done the one. It was so much fun. So if that's something you want to do, the email is there. Let me know, give me some details, and I will reply back to you. All right, you guys, the video is for entertainment purposes only, so let's get into it.
Imagine trying to give over $1,000 to your church for a blessing and the pastor told you to keep it because it wasn't enough.
Of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
And that's the problem with pastors and people like this guy. They become so money hungry that they do not even accept and are thankful for what their members of their church can give to them. That may have been that woman's last $1,200. And even before she went up there, this guy in another video said, if you have $1,001, please come up and speak. And he even mentioned $1,200. Go ahead and say that into the mic. But because he was so greedy, he forgot he said that and decided to embarrass that woman in front of the entire church and online. But that guy will be just fine because he is a world-renowned pastor and recording artist who recorded a gospel album with Justin Bieber. Any pastors out there, don't be like this guy.
How awful, and put yourself on blast. False prophet. Are you serious? That's not enough. What are your bills? That money is not going to the church. That money is going into your pocket. Man, I hope people wake up. Walk out. If you have a pastor like this, they are not a genuine man of God. Like, it is time to leave. Find a different church.
Straight shot. All right. I'm fucking going for it this time. Straight shot.
Oh.
Straight shot. Going with this bitch. I'm gonna try to record it, but I'm probably gonna run. What do you think? We gonna get it? Oh shit. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I was so expecting the biggest fail.
Oh my god. That thing's... I gotta get in. That thing is fucking gone.
Oh, okay, that was the first. I've not seen a hornet's nest removed that way, and I'm... Okay, yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I was expecting the biggest fail when he said, I'm gonna run. I'm like, oh yeah, guy, you better run.
This is an update in regards to the massive mothership UFO seen over the skies of the city of Cúrica in Colombia. This was captured around October 18th. Now, multiple witnesses are coming forward with their own videos. And I have to tell you, this was not power lines. This is something completely else. And everybody around the city saw it. Whatever this was, hung around for quite some time and then disappeared. Take a look at these next couple of videos, comment below, tell me what you think.
Ahí estamos viendo un fenómeno que se ha aparecido en este momento allá en el cielo. Es una luz entre azul y verdosa, es toda rara.
Wow. You guys think that Atlas thing is here already? That is low. What is that? What is happening? What is that?
You didn't know vinegar could do this. 1. Got a splinter in your finger? Don't poke it with a needle. Add some salt and vinegar into a cup. Pour in hot water around 190 degrees. Soak your finger inside, and the splinter will come out on its own. 2. Teeth yellow no matter how you brush? Pour warm water and vinegar into a bowl. Soak your toothbrush in it, then sprinkle salt and add toothpaste. Keep it up for a week, and you'll have shiny white teeth. 3. When boiling eggs, add a little vinegar into the water. The shells won't crack easily, and peeling them becomes much smoother. 4. Scissors not sharp anymore? Put some salt and baking soda into a cup. Pour in vinegar and soak the scissors. Take them out and dry. They'll be sharp like new again. 5. Add vinegar and toothpaste into a spray bottle. Pour in warm water. Shake it gently for a while. Spray it onto the lid of a pot, and the grease comes right off. 6. Burnt grease at the bottom of the pan? Just sprinkle salt, baking soda, and dish soap. Spread it evenly and cover with paper towel. Pour vinegar over it and soak for 20 minutes, then wipe it clean with ease. 7. Grease all over your range hood oil box? First squeeze in some dish soap, then sprinkle baking soda. Pour vinegar to let it dissolve. Add boiling water around 200 degrees. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Shake it lightly, and it's all clean again.
Nope. I only knew about the vinegar with the boiling eggs. It works. It makes it so much easy. Like I like to crush my egg and roll and the shell comes off. So yeah, I'm glad I watched that video. Maybe somebody else didn't know most of those things, and I'm not alone on that one. Oh, these shows are very cool. I've not actually ever seen one in person. Oh, God. Straight panic. Oh, naked duty. Oh my gosh, that is scary. Like, no. Like, oh. It was scary before. Oh. How is that legal? I'm claustrophobic just watching this. They're serving food and drink on the roof of trains. And then in the Western world, it's a trend to try to stand on a train. This is insane. Oh my gosh, I had anxiety. I was claustrophobic, and then like serving food and drink on the top. Like, okay, cultural differences, sure, get it. Yeah. So many people. I don't understand how so many people can be packed like, you know, like those cans of sardines. I only remember them because I don't like them, but there's so many in a can. And then the train has so many people packed in like that. Like, how? That can't be safe. Different laws and rules, I guess. Wow.
Trying to build a bookstore on a cliff.
Yeah, hands down, so far to the date, coolest bookstore I've ever seen. Are you kidding me? Like in a cave or on a cliff? Oh, the cliff. It's a cliff. So, ooh. I don't know why I was thinking cave. I misheard that. Cliff makes it a little bit scarier, but I think I would have to try. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, he did it. He did it to win it. You ain't gonna make it.
Come on, you got it.
Bye-bye, trailer. Go.
Oh!
Fuck!
I was strictly just there for encouragement with that "you've got it" comment. Clearly, I have no idea what I'm talking about for trucks, roads, and bends. Leave it to the professionals, except the driver. Maybe not him, but the guy who called them out.
Atmospheric rivers are rapidly shifting toward the poles, and climate models didn't predict this. Could be responsible. A recent study found global storm tracks have rapidly moved as much as 10 degrees toward the poles. That's the distance from LA to San Francisco. Researchers at UCSB admit that human-driven climate models failed to explain this. Instead, they point to natural variability, specifically ocean temperature cooling in the tropical Pacific. For those tracking, this shift raises red flags. The pattern aligns disturbingly well with known jet stream alterations, high pressure anomalies, and atmospheric feedback loops not replicated in climate models. Patterns long associated with like systems and sea surface temp modulation programs. Whether it's natural engineered or both, the weather map has changed. Regions that once relied on rain and snow may be left dry or drowned, while storm and water planning based on historical norms is now unreliable and failing. The good thing is we can investigate, share our findings loud and proud, and demand transparency. If manipulation has a hand in this, we can fix this. Atmospheric
disturbing foods people actually eat. First is casu from Italy. On the surface, it looks like a block of cheese, but inside it's crawling with live maggots. The larvae are eaten while they're still wriggling, and some say that's what gives the cheese its bite. It's so extreme that the European Union actually banned it, though people still hunt it down in secret. Next comes balut from the Philippines. Imagine cracking open an egg only to find a nearly developed duck embryo inside. Locals swear by the flavor, but most outsiders can't even look without gagging. South Korea offers CzieReactsqe. It's chopped octopus served while the pieces are still moving. The suction cups can latch onto your throat, which means it's one of the few dishes that can actually kill you mid-bite. Japan has its own shocker, tuna eyeballs. They're boiled, seasoned, and said to taste like squid. But staring into the eyes of a giant fish while you eat it, that's not an appetizer many people line up for. And then there's century eggs from China. Preserved for months and the yolk turns dark and jelly-like. They carry a sharp smell often compared to ammonia. While many see rotten eggs, others see it as a delicacy. The most disturbing—
Are you a try everything once person? I thought maybe I was. Definitely not. No, try some things. Try some things. Definitely not try. No, like, oh, wow.
Fake documentaries that fooled millions of people. Part 19. This movie is looked at as the godfather of found footage horror. Cannibal Holocaust is about a missing American film crew whose film reels are recovered in the Amazon rainforest after they've encountered a tribe of cannibals. The lore of this movie says that the footage was so realistic, the director was arrested and charged with murder until he could bring the actors into court to prove they were not dead. But there's supposedly no evidence this court case actually happened. The director also claims he had the actors sign an agreement to go off the grid for a year to make it seem like they were dead, but the actors say they never agreed to anything like that and were actually in other movie productions during that time. What is true is that during its run in theaters, a French magazine speculated that Cannibal Holocaust was an actual snuff film, which brought it a ton of attention and intrigue. It's a gross movie with a lot of sexual violence, and it's got a crazy amount of animal deaths, and those are all real. There's one with the actors decapitating a real turtle, and it's cruel, and it just keeps going and getting worse. I hated it. For that reason, the movie was banned in several countries for years, and those bans ended up bringing even more intrigue and contributed to the cult following it has today. I wasn't sure if it even made sense to include it in this series because even though it was marketed as a documentary, it's clearly not once you start watching it. The majority of the movie is a traditional film, but the use of found footage techniques for sure confused people back in the day. And would I recommend watching it? No.
What is this? This looks so cool. Is it a oh? Oh my gosh. This is the coolest roller coaster I think I've seen today. Wow. I think I would try this one. I would definitely try this one. Yeah, 100%.
This is crazy. Check this out. So this pastor got over 100 million views across all platforms in just 1 week. You're going to want to listen to the end of my message because it's got a crazy twist. Consider, have you ever heard any pastor get that many views, especially in a single week? And the comments in his message are going off. Look, that's a Christian. 118,000 likes. Finally, someone who reads the book they preach. 170,000 likes.
Say, go pastor.
Yeah, those are some crazy numbers. Let's listen to the message.
Billionaires are the only minority we should be scared of. They got the power to destroy this country. They don't need your protection. They need your accountability.
Now, I would disagree according to scripture that children of God need to be afraid of billionaires, because the word of God tells us greater is he, being Jesus, who lives within you as the born-again believer in Christ, than he, being the devil that's in the world. Now, here's what's crazy about this message. The entire message from this pastor is AI. The pastor is not real, the audience is not real, the message is not real, it's all AI generated. And yet hundreds of thousands of people fell for it. Now, it's not so much the content of what he said that's the focus, it's the fact that, do you understand just how powerful AI is becoming? Let me show you another AI generated message going viral.
This Bentley that I park in the church is not just for me, it's for the church, it's for us. Can we drive it? No, God wouldn't want that in Jesus' name. Now let me...
You see, what's happening with AI is an entirely different evolution of technology that's being created and implemented into our world that most people still have no idea of just how powerful this is. And even though, yes, there's a lot of people who are making comical clips just having fun with AI, don't be naive to think that this is not going to be used and weaponized by different governments and systems to create a narrative and create a system. I mean, give it another 6 months to a year and we probably won't be able to tell the difference between what's real and fake, of who's talking on different news medias and political leaders around the world, including different social medias. In fact, these algorithms love these AI generated videos because it's creating more attention and bringing more people onto the platform. And technically, it's still people being creative. They're creating the different prompts to create these videos. So here is the point of the message. If you're not following Jesus alone according to his word, you're going to be deceived. This is...
You guys, I could not tell. I am very fortunate that anytime there's an AI clip and I'm like, ooh, there's always somebody in the comment, very graciously, I will add, they're never ignorant about it. And they're like, CZ, that clip is fake. This is how you can tell. And I cannot stress enough how much I appreciate that, when I would rather not have AI clips as part, you know, one or two, something funny, I don't mind. But I would much rather be sharing people who are actual people in the video, or who have taken the video, maybe something that's awesome, nature, science, high tech, something, whatever. But actual people, I want to push real people's content out. Let other individuals see it, share it, whatever. That's what it's about. I don't want to be doing that with AI. I could not tell. So that freaks me out. Like I'm nowhere near being able to watch an AI clip unless it's very, very obvious, you know, like something bloop in the screen and I'm like, oh, that's, you know, something happened there. So I don't believe that's real. I couldn't tell. And without my subs, I would be lost. I would probably be sharing a lot more AI clips, or would not have the tips that I have to like, look at this corner or look at this or look at that hand. I do try to, if somebody suggests a clip, I go back, I rewatch it to where they said, look, and this is how you can tell, so that I'm trying to catch that in the next one. I'm rambling now at this point. I couldn't tell. And that alone freaks me out. It freaks me out. I'm not there with a majority of the people who can spot it. But then look at all the likes and shares and comments with 100,000 people or whatever in the comments. That also couldn't tell. So I'm not alone. But having the channel, it's not something I want to be pushing unless there's something to learn from it. This was a great one for that. But it freaks me out. Could you tell? Be honest. Oh my gosh, these are way so close.
If If a shipping container falls into the sea, does it belong to whoever picks it up? According to the World Shipping Council, more than 1,500 containers fall overboard worldwide each year, an average of 4 containers a day. The real issue is that salvaging them is extremely difficult. Recovering just one container can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Unless the cargo inside is worth more than the recovery costs, like antiques or luxury goods, or if it's close to shore, most containers just drift away and become ocean blind boxes. For example, in the video, this Rolls-Royce worth about $7.5 million was transported by container. Under maritime law, if both the ship owner and cargo owner give up on recovery, then whoever retrieves it gets to keep it. Tempting, right? But here's the catch. 98% of container ships don't even have salvage cranes. When crew members notice a container has fallen overboard, the most they can do is record the coordinates and issue a warning. They can't actually recover it. The equipment just isn't there. That's why the contents of these ocean blind boxes can be so thrilling.
And what do you keep? Because you can keep it, right? Like the stuff that falls out, you could keep it. I think I would keep it if it was something worth keeping. And if it's not labeled as theft, yeah, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to end this now.
All right, Jack, let's start it up and show them how it works.
This isn't AI, right? Like, this is actually... Oh my gosh, just watching this is hurting my back.
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, how's it going, guys? You want to go check out what's going on over there? We got a bad bitch, and then we got I will beat the fuck out of you.
My bitch pose is nasty. Don't ever play with the cat. That ever. They can't handle a pose this fucking eats. Look at that eats.
Look at his legs.
I need a ring on it, pon me finger. Give me a ring on it, pon me finger. I need a ring on it, pon me finger. They can't handle a pose this fucking eats. Look at that eats.
Ma'am?
Yo, what the?
I live in a small town. I have not seen a mannequin in any of the stores I go into. Maybe. Oh yeah, no, I'm lying. Okay, I've driven by a few, but they do not look anything like these mannequins. I don't know what is happening. These are not on another level. Did you see the one with the alien legs? Like, who has 10-foot freaking legs? Oh my gosh. I love the voiceovers though. I thought that was hilarious.
And if you don't believe us, then ask the hundreds of workers who use this quick service canteen every day. Or even better, study the menu. Incredibly, it wasn't until 1952 that the vending machine business really started to grow. Now it's a multi-million industry, with British brains rapidly catching the Americans and Germans. Round-the-clock service, automatic supermarkets, these are the realities which are emerging. It will all be so simple, in fact, as dialing a number. But it's good to know that in this rush of automation, there's one machine which actually gives money to the customer. Soon there won't be any need to litter our streets with empty bottles. Just feed them into the machine if you want a refund.
Bring back those food vending machines. Like, are you kidding me? Home cooked meals, like, not the crap we see today, But yeah, oh wow. No, I really liked that. Also made the light bulb go off. Self-serve, everything, right? Kind of what, like, we've already been there. We're kind of there again. Everything's a bit more high tech, but like everything's self-serve. Do it yourself. Here you go. And here we are again. So history just repeats itself like over and over and over. Like, yeah. I actually just enjoyed that video though. And it made me hungry. What about you? Not the hungry thing, but did you like the video? Oh, he's having a good time. I don't know why it made me think of that game where you stick a spoon in your mouth and you bop somebody on the head. But you know somebody always cheats and they have somebody smacking. That bird looked like he would be a champion of that game. Did you see how... I don't know why, like, it just popped into my head. Like, put a spoon in his mouth and give him a competition. Yeah. All right, you guys, I am going to end it there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Leave it in the comments. I will meet you guys there. Do not forget to question everything. And until next time, stay safe.